All right, guys, let's do this Zoom. And you know what? I'll tell you what. So I thought that you guys wouldn't want to hear from me because everybody just heard from me on Monday. And then I was like, you know what? I didn't go to Mexico, even though I earned it for a reason, um, for a couple reasons actually, because my mom decided to go to Florida, and I didn't have a sitter for my girls, so that was one obstacle. My nephew was being born, but he actually came 3 weeks early on my birthday, so he's not going to be born. But anyways, I was also had a trip to Vegas, and it just didn't line up. And I was sad, and I have major FOMO. And you want to know what it did to me? It made me realize, like, I don't want to not be on the next one. And every single one of you guys on here right now, whether you earned it and you had to pass on it, or whatever it might be, start making those plans now if you want to be on the next one. Normally in the summertime, the first year I was here, it was in June. The second year I was here, it was in June. Last year, they did not do a summertime one. They did a leadership retreat instead. I'm crossing fingers that they go back to a summertime one this year, because I think it would be absolutely amazing. So just start preparing yourself now for those next getaways. I can tell you guys, you got to look at all the pictures over the next couple days. It is incredible, absolutely incredible what you experience on these trips. Not only just hanging out with everybody, but just how we're spoiled, and just the views and the rooms and just the culture all around you. It's just this energy that I cannot even explain, right? And every single one of you on here right now can definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be a 12K and earn one of these trips by the next time they come around. Like, there's no reason that you guys can't, okay? The only thing stopping you at this point is you. Just you. That's it. It's you. And I know that you want me to tell you some magical solution, but the magical solution is in your action. The magical solution is going to be your determination that you're not going to give up, that you're going to keep on pushing through. You guys, it comes in every aspect of your life, all right? And I'm telling you this because I'm learning it more and more and more as I've been going on this health journey over this last year. Last night, I kept on saying to myself, Amanda, you don't need to eat any chips. Amanda, you don't need to eat any junk. You just need to sip on your damn tea and go to bed. Like, that's what I kept on telling myself. And you know what? I did it. And then today I followed through everything I said that I was going to do. But it's discipline. Like, legit, guys, it comes down to disciplining yourself, right? And making those sacrifices. And speaking of sacrifices, you guys, Tracy is on tonight because she decided she was going to volunteer to be one of the first people to help out on tonight's Zoom. And it's 2 a.m. her time. It's 2 a.m. to her time in Scotland, guys. And the reality of it is like, she sacrifices sometimes when she needs her cup filled. There she is. When she needed to get her fresh start for the beginning of the year, guess who met me at Rise to fill her cup up? It's Tracy, right? So and she flies to and from England, like from London, for work, guys. Like, what? How many times a week, Tracy? Oh, wait, hold on, you're muted.
There we go. I was on mute. I travel every week, so I could normally go down Monday night and I fly home. I flew home last night, so I got home around 9 last night.
Yeah. So you want to tell everybody about some of the things that, because like, you guys, I've seen Tracy with tons of like products in her hotel rooms and divvying up stuff and getting people in the offices samples. So you want to talk about some of the things that you've prioritized in your life. And listen, I want you guys to know that it doesn't have to just be business, but we're going to get into some hustle things here in just a bit. But I think it's important for you to understand that in order to get the things you want in life, you're going to have to sacrifice, just like Tracy right now is sacrificing, time and doing her job. And here she is in the middle of the night on here inspiring, right? So You go ahead and share for a minute, and then we'll talk about some other things.
So I think if you want something, you've got to make sacrifices for it. There's no other way about it. So I know, I mean, I've got an amazing day job. I have a fabulous day job, but I have to sacrifice so much of family life, of having a life, to keep that job going. And for me, Lavelle is my way out. Lavelle has been and will be my way to stop having to do this commute to London every week. Guys, you cannot believe. People think it's really glamorous because I fly to London every week. I live in a hotel during the week. Guys, I live in a suitcase every damn week. I leave my daughter every week. And if you knew how much that killed me, you would understand why I get up at 2:00 in the morning. It's not easy being in the UK and your whole team, your entire team are in the US, because you feel like you're a missing link sort of thing. So it's up to you, it's up to me to join in. If you know, and if I've got to sacrifice an hour's sleep in the middle of the night to get up and fill my cup, just like Amanda said, then that's what I have.
Uh-oh, your robot.
It's not there.
Okay, you're good.
You got it?
Yeah.
It's nobody else's responsibility than it is mine to make this work, you know? And I'm not where I want to be. I've had a lot of what's happening.
It was I don't know if it was the internet connection for a minute or what. It was like robotic, but you're good now.
Okay. If not, I'll join back in because it could be I just need to reconnect.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of life going on this past few months, which has taken time away from Lavelle, and I'm being honest. But that's changing because I've got to get this back. I've started again. I mean, I get up at silly o'clock every morning already. I get up so that I can do Lavelle, go to the gym, because this woman here has inspired me to go on a health journey. I go on to the gym in the morning before I go to the office, do a full day's work. I come back at night and do Lavelle. It's just... No. Are we still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you have got to make the sacrifices. You have got to determine what this business means for you. How bad do you actually want it? If you want it, you'll make it work. Mm-hmm. Shit, I carry, like Amanda says, I carry product in my suitcase. I make up happy packs. I give them in work. I sell them in work. I wear my DFT religiously on show every single day. They'll ask me, there's a laugh now, they'll ask me what's in my patch this time, and we have a laugh and we have a conversation, but it gets people talking, guys. So, nothing in life comes free. Nothing worth it comes easy, but you're the one who has to do it. The next few months, they are gonna be insane. I am like Amanda. I am so hacked at not being in Mexico because I've experienced this. I know what it's like. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to get there from here, but I think when I went to Mexico first time round, it took me 36 hours to get there. But I was not going to miss out on that fun. So, just write down your goals, break them down, work out how you fit that into your life, and just follow through, because it's fine to write it, It's fine to plan it. But if you don't do the do, then you're not going to go anywhere. So do it for you. Do it for you, because you're worth it. You are so worth it. You know, we've been to Rise this year. Jesus, if we could just give you I've got goosebumps all over right now just thinking about that, because this guys, this is
I
how
still
good it
have
is.
my bracelet.
I'm going back to San Diego. Me too. Mine's is here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's here. And I'm going to San Diego in June to take my daughter to Rise, because it was so life-changing. You know, it's just, do something for yourself, seriously. Plugging in is the key thing for me. If I know we can't all join the gyms. I cannot get up at 2:00 every single morning and hold a day job, but I can get up at least once a week and join in. It was this week I joined with Kayla and Lisa. I think it was Tuesday night. And you know, just join in. The replays are always there. If you can't get on live, watch it, take notes, ask questions, reach out to people. You know, it's there for you. It's the only business I know that the support is 24/7. There's no competition with each other. There's just support. And just do it for yourself. I mean, if I can come on here with my hair like this in my jammies, then guys, come on. It's time for setting it up and stepping up and just getting on with it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I'm feeling the momentum. I mean, right before this Zoom, I just signed 2 customers back to back. I signed the first girl that, by the way, guys, just found out that she was losing her job, like among 600 other people, okay, at my local community hospital. Messaged me, Amanda, I need some Thrive. Like, I need some Thrive. She's like, I need energy. I need my mood. Like, I need it all. She didn't even care that she's losing her freaking job in the next like few days. She doesn't care. She wanted Thrive, right? And I said, okay, girl. I said, listen. And because it's month end, I said, I have 25 credits with your name on it. Do you know anybody else that wants to Thrive? She said, Alicia wants to Thrive too. Hold on a second. It's okay. I said, here, give Alicia your link so that you have a referral. Now all you need is one more referral and you're going to get it free next month. You guys, I signed Alicia too. It was like, boom, boom. Thank you, ma'am. It was a conversation that short and we got a referral in like that. Because I said, I got 25 credits. Do you have a customer anybody else that might want to use it right now too? And it was just like that wording did something. You don't even need 25 credits. You could have 10 credits. You could have 15 credits, 5 credits. You could have anything to leverage, right? Hey, I have this right now. Do you have any credit, or do you have any other friends that want to Thrive? Boom, right? And it's because I'm motivated. Like, I'm staying consistent. Like, you're seeing my health journey. I'm sharing it every day. I'm talking to people every day. Am I doing everything I could? Nope, I couldn't. Was I in 3-way chats today? Yes. Did I make new friends today? Yes. Did I send out 2 samples today? Yes. Did I sign 2 completely other customers today and get them signed up with product? Yes. Did I attend a Zoom today? Yes. Did I do my own personal power hour? Yes. Did I show up in my personal life today? Yes. Did I follow my diet? Yes. Did I drink my water? No. Did I get my walk in or run in? No. But I did do something else very personal, which I'll tell you guys now. I'll tell you now because I don't really care who knows. It's just I'm not going to post about it right now for some personal reasons. But so all my friends and the people that work in my community lost their job.
Oh, Amanda's not.
Lost their
That's
job.
right.
Lost their job. The hospital's completely shutting down. That was my home hospital. That's 5 minutes from my house. It's like a family, guys. Like, you can walk into any department, any floor, and you know what's going on with those people's lives and what their brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, kids are doing, right? Like, I've watched people's kids go through school and graduate. And anyways, we've all seen each other's loved ones pass away. and it's very close-knit community. It's who I work out with every day. They're all losing their jobs. Like, can you imagine going in one day to work and just being gone? We're closing the doors in the next 60 days. Go on, you guys that have worked here for 40 years and, you know, now have to go start over somewhere else. Like, that's sad. It's very sad. It's very traumatic. So anyways, to be a good friend, I decided I'm going to go up to open interviews with you guys, and why not turn in a resume for OPT? Like, that's optional part-time. Basically, I went up to support my friends and I walked out with a job offer. A job offer, which I told him I wouldn't start until after May, because busy season, like I don't have time. My attention is fully put on this business right now and my team's success. So I'm not going to start until May, but it'll only be like once a month or so. And it's just to get my feet wet back in. But guess what? It's a personal goal of mine that made me feel good for accomplishing. Right. And now I've got other shit that I've got to accomplish and line up some ducks in a row to be able to do so. But the thing is like you 100% have to sacrifice. Like, I think back to when I started this business, I was working full time. How did I fit this in? What did I do? It was those moments right before I walked in the door to work that I was making those posts. It was those moments as soon as I got off of work or I had a lunch break. I remember signing a new promoter in Australia at 4 a.m. in the morning on a break. Okay? Like, you guys, it is straight up hustle. Like, the busier you are, the better you need to be at fitting in those little nooks and crannies of the day, right? So that means you're pooping in the morning, you're sending up your post, right? You're making your stories. I mean, not like selfies or anything. But for real. And listen, I'm going to tell you, I mean, Jamie Pekka did a post today. I don't know how many of you guys read that post today, but she owned her own shit. Okay. And it was a conversation that her and I had and Lisa and I had, and said, where are you at? Where are you at, woman? That's why you feel distant, right? And she said that right in her post. Why did she? We all go through it. I went through it a couple months ago. And then guess what? I went through it like yesterday. I was like, oh, I was a why crybaby all day yesterday. I was like horrible. I was like emotional for my friends, and I was also just felt blah. I felt defeated, right? I felt defeated, and I don't know why. I just did. So when I felt like that, it's hard to inspire other people. It's hard to inspire other people, and it's draining sometimes when you feel that way. But guess what? You get it out of you. You figure out a solution of what's going to kick your ass through it, and you make shit happen. That means that, you know what? You might need to drink a glass of hot tea and go to sleep and start over tomorrow. Okay? You might just have to do that. And sometimes you might want to gorge and have some good snacks or whatever you do. That's fine. And then tomorrow's a new day. Drink your water. Or drink your stupid water, okay? And Tracy got that because that's like a Rise thing. And I'm going to tell you guys, those sacrifices, like, listen, some of you aren't going to like what I had to say, okay? If you're a smoker and you're not thriving, it's time to put the pack of cigarettes down and start thriving. Because I know your ass can afford it. If you can buy cigarettes, that shit's expensive, okay? Right? If you're a drinker, you buy one less bottle of wine, like a week or a day or whatever you drink. I'm like, I don't know what you drink. Okay, I'm not a drinker. If you ever hang out with me on one of these getaways, you can definitely tell I'm not a drinker when I'm really shit-faced drunk by like my second drink. Okay? Like, I'm a lightweight and I totally am not a drinker. But I almost put out my nose ring too. And you never know what you're going to get into with me on a getaway. But the thing is like, just fitting these kind of things in throughout the day is going to be, and like giving up certain stuff that you want, you know, instead of going and buying a new outfit, like, I don't know, go and exchange some clothes. Like, we have a Plato's Closet that you can turn in old clothes, get money, and then go buy something. But you could also go and buy your Thrive, getting samples out, being super intentional. You guys, I'm going to tell you that especially this time of the year, I don't want to go to bed without having 2 free customer accounts. And that means that they've had gone to my website and buy the free customer accounts. By the way, I mean it with the intention of them ending up buying. So like we're having this conversation, girl, let's go ahead and get you signed up as a free customer account. That way, if we have any promos, you're getting an email, you're getting a notification, and I can help you through. Okay. I always tell those people that are super serious about that, I want them to have their account, right? So if you're intentionally every day trying to connect with people to create 2 free customer accounts, I don't give a shit if they order or they don't. And I'm not talking about just trying to create 2 free customer accounts to create free customer accounts. I'm talking about with the intention of them ordering in time. You're going to be more purposely working your business. You're going to be talking about the products. You're going to be showing them, whether that's just in your morning routine. And then you're talking about things throughout your day and they're seeing you motivated. You know, Brittany O'Neill made a post. And you guys, she's a very busy mom, college student. Her business has, just done amazing things. And she's just an overall great person. But I want everybody on here to go look at her post where she is literally showing her paperwork, her doing the actions, her putting in the work. She knows that she's got that sacrifice. But you guys, that is what the difference between somebody that is going to do things and change a lot of lives, including their own, and then somebody that's just sitting there wanting it to happen, but not really doing anything about it, right? Like it is hard to be a mom and a student and a wife and a business owner. Like it is hard. So Brittany, know that people see you and see what you're doing. Okay. Because I want you to know that too. I see you and I see what you're doing, and it's going to be big things. And it's like, just like Tracy, and I see what she does. I see her getting up. I see her making these sacrifices and getting on these getaways. You guys don't even want to know what her flight cost for her to come to Rise. Like it was ridiculous numbers. And I'm going to tell you, Tracy makes really good money, like really excellent money doing what she does. So some of you guys are probably like, why does she want to do this then? Because Tracy has bigger goals that her 9-to-5 job can't be there for her to be able to do the goals that she has. So she needs that other stream of income coming in solid, right? So she has this opportunity that not only can she achieve her dream, but she can show other people how to achieve their dreams in the process of her reaching her ultimate final goal and her destination. So she's willing to put in those times. So we have to make those lists. Made the Dean's List. And she was just very honest and very open. I didn't want to say that, but in this past fall, Brittany's husband had an affair, and she was going through a lot of trauma. I've been there. I can tell you, I understand. Trauma is something like that is next level. But they've been, she was able to get through that and work through that, make the Dean's List, show up in her business, show up. I mean, I feel like I got closer to Brittany during that time, just because when you go through something so raw in your life, it humbles you in ways to appreciate the things that you do have. Because man, that's a dark, 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 dark place, you guys. It's a dark place. And when you come out the other side, it's like, it takes an awful lot to beat you fucking down. Excuse my language, but it takes an awful lot to beat you down whenever you've gone through some hell. Okay. And if you wonder like why I'm standing, buddy, been through some hell. I've had some setbacks. I've had, those of you guys that don't know, when I left my, when I left my previous company, my business was crumbling. It was crumbling because I took a step back because my dad had pancreatic cancer. And I needed to care for him. So I needed to be the number one nurse in his life at that time. And when I did that, I was there for my business, but not in the way that I had always been before. And my business started to crumble. Some people cross-recruited underneath of me, and my checks started to drain. I went back to that small community hospital that I just told you guys is closing its doors because my income was drastically dropped. And I went back full time. And it was the most humbling thing to go from making a very large amount of money to making barely scraping by and not having the money to pay your taxes and going back to these people that saw you retire. That's why I'm not like in your face, like throw up my Louis Vuitton and throw in my income all the time, because I have a fear, that's a PTSD that I roll with, of my business crumbling and going back to work. And very humbly so, I'll tell you, it made me a better person and a better leader, because it made me more compassionate of things that people are going through in life. It made me know that we can have setbacks and boy, we can come back on fire. Because I was knocked down, guys. I was so knocked down. And when I started with Lavelle, I was scared and I was bullied. But guess what? I kept on pushing through, and shit, we hit top rank in 9 weeks this time of the year, right? So like, I want you to know, we didn't do that because I wasn't working. We did that because I was spending my time volunteering, helping other teams grow. I was trying to hold on to my team that was just like fishies in the water, like flopping. If Tina Bow's on here, she was on my old team. She could tell you. So if you guys ever see me like cheering on Tina, she's a sideline to me now, but she very much was on that journey with me. And she saw the crash at the end, and it was heartbreaking, because it was somewhere I never wanted to go or leave or anything, but my passion just had gone, and the company wasn't what it once was, right? So anyways, okay, so hitting it hard over these next couple of months. I cannot stress to you guys enough. Like, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to make a list on a daily basis and not go to bed until you complete that list. Doesn't matter if you complete it in the first 15 minutes that you're awake or you complete it in the last 15 minutes before you close your eyes. At least you're completing it. So if you have the list before you go to bed, you can start on that list the moment you open well, not the moment you open your eyes, the moment you start working your business for the day, or you have a pee break or a poop break, or you're sitting in your car before you go into work, or maybe you're sitting in that car pickup line waiting on your kids, or maybe you are, God forbid, not watching the TV show that you've got to watch every day on Monday night or Tuesday night or whatever night it is. Now is the time that you have to put that shit and say, you know what, I can DVR it. And once my list is complete, I will watch it. I'm not telling you not to do things or not to, spend time with your kids, because I'm going to tell you right now, my kids will always come first over my business. I would walk away from my business for my husband and my kids like that, because that's not what matters. Okay. The reality of it is, though, is that I do this business for my kids and for my husband so that we can have time together. Because when you lose a parent and you see that parent take their last breath, let me tell you something, time becomes a hell of a lot of a big, like that is more than any money could ever give. All right. And my kids will only be young one time. My oldest is going to graduate from school in a year. Okay. My youngest is 9, and boy, I am sucking it all up. I am sucking it all up. I'm going to torture them till they make me some TikToks. Famous business. Okay. And I'm okay with that. But my point is that if I wouldn't have stayed up late and done the things that I did, and I'm talking, guys, yes, until I got sometimes, and listen, you can never control signing a customer. However, I used to have a rule that I wasn't going to bed till I signed a customer or promoter. And during this time of the year is when you want to push yourself to do that. It doesn't have to be an ordering customer or an ordering promoter, but if you challenge yourself every day, you're going to push yourself to do it. All right. And then give yourself a reward. Give yourself a reward. If in 30 days you did this every single day for the last 30 days, you're going to treat yourself to something for you. I don't know, a bubble bath and like a movie night, or and a glass of wine, or just a night of peace, or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything like miraculous, but something that you normally don't take time for yourself to do. That list, guys, it needs to be action driven. Now's the time that if you need your upline to take a look at your personal Facebook and critique it is the time to do it. Okay. Don't everybody message me, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have time for all that business. If you don't have any other uplines, you can message me, like, but you definitely have other uplines, most of you guys. But I'm being serious. And the reality of it is that you know that if you're not, like, if you wouldn't join you, nobody else is going to join you. Right? If you wouldn't join you, nobody else is going to join you. That no like and trust factor. I will tell you now, if you noticed, and I hate to keep on bringing up people's names, but so Kayla Fox put out a post today about the VIP list. Why did she do that? Well, the VIP list, because guys, there's going to be major announcements coming. Major announcements coming. I didn't make a post about the VIP list, but I'm going to make a post about the VIP list tomorrow, because I've been watching everybody else's VIP posts. Girl's name I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm not sure she's on tonight, but Tina Bow, I seen that she also posted a VIP list. I've seen some other people post VIP lists, but I can't remember who all their names are. But just like, I remember seeing this and I'm like, okay, I need to get my VIP list. But also, I'm just going to go down through every single one of my customers whenever whatever promo launches, and I'm just going to touch base with all of them. All of them. I'm praying and crossing fingers that we get like a CBD patch or something like that. But somebody else was saying something about a scrub. I don't know anything about that, but I'm down because I love skincare. So if that's something, like, I'm cool with that too. I can't wait to find out what it is. So don't go to bed until you finish your list. Work for what you want. Work for what you want, not for how you feel. It is so easy to get comparison, like comparing yourself to somebody else, guys. It is so easy to see this person is here. I'm going to say this very, very, I hope that it comes across the way I want it to say. So as you get bigger in this industry, you start to see people heading off in different directions. And sometimes it's easy to say, I'm not doing enough. Why am I not being noticed here? Or why are they doing this? Or, whatever it might be. But I'm going to tell you something that I've learned over and over and over again, is that whatever is meant to be is going to be. But what lights my fuel on fire in this entire industry has never been what other people have accomplished. It has always been what I've accomplished and what I've seen my team accomplish, and that fire that's coming in. And that is what has been the growth. Those focused on the VIPs, focused on the who's thriving for free, how focused on our customer getting excited because they're getting out of bed for the first time in I don't know how long. Like, that is reality for me. So I want to encourage all you guys right now that maybe aren't where you want to be, to decide that, you know what, you're going to unfollow those people that threaten your mindset. And yes, it can be somebody that is a very good friend of yours. But if you are constantly comparing where they're at to where you're at, then you need to unfollow them and just go check in on them sometimes. Okay, just go check in on them sometimes, because, sometimes you can be doing the exact same actions as somebody else and somebody else is getting the results and you're not. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Why is nobody joining me? Why? Like, and then you feel like the what do you call it? Redheaded stepchild or something. Isn't that like the saying? Is that the saying of it? Right? No offense to any redheads. Like, I like redheads. I'm just saying that's a saying, right? Or did I jack that up? I tried to jack that up because I always jack up stuff. But the reality of it is like, I think we all sometimes can feel alone. And I think sometimes we all can kind of feel like we're off on this island by ourselves and we just haven't hit where we want to hit. But I want you guys to understand that, like, if you break down what your goals are, and I talked about this on Monday Night Zoom too, if you break down your goals, what you want to accomplish, and you find in the nooks and crannies, just like Tracy was telling you, like her flying to riding the train to London and flying and do all this stuff, okay? She's somehow, some way working her business. She's somehow, some way, she can't show up every day for a Zoom, but she shows up once or twice a week on a Zoom and then listens to the recording all the other times. right? So the thing is, what's this list again? So the list is really honestly, what list are you talking about? Shit. I don't know what list you're talking about, Brittany. You must have wrote that a while ago. So, oh, go ahead, unmute yourself.
You were talking about making a list before you go to bed. A list of what?
Oh, a 6 list. Okay, have you ever heard that term?
I don't. I've heard like a 5 to 7 list. Is that the same thing?
Pretty much.
Like
It's like, yeah.
you branding yourself?
No,
Oh,
no. This is just a list of things that you need to accomplish for the next day. So
okay.
like things that you need to make sure happen before you go to bed. My list is always way more than 6, but I like to include on my 6 list the things that I don't want to do, which is follow up. Yep. Friending new people. Listen, I friended a new person today, and I'm going to tell you how that went. You guys want to hear? So I friended this girl because I got an email from somebody telling me to friend them, that their account had changed. Well, I friended the wrong person. And here's what she said. Now I have 2 friends with the same name, the exact same name. Okay. I saw that you friend requested me. How do we know one another? How many of you guys are freaked out by that? Okay. So I've always been freaked out by that. But one of my friends that just got married in Vegas, and that just was like all over my Vegas post, I friended in the middle of the night. And she sent me a message like, do I know you? And I was like, yeah, girl, like, I don't know you, but like you post some funny shit and we're both nurses and I just thought you were cool. And anyways, we're still friends to this day. But this girl said, I said, hey, hon, I'm super sorry if this isn't you. And I sent her a picture of the other Angie, but I could definitely have changed this in another way. Been like, oh my God, my friend Angie that I hadn't talked to forever messaged me on Instagram. This was actually an email, and told me to friend her on there. And I didn't even look. I just added the name, the first name that popped up under that name. I probably should have paid attention to the picture, right? So you can say anything really. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't like to friend people unless I've really looked at their profile. This was an accident, but it's still a learning experience. She says, oh my God, did you get hacked? I said, no, I found her. I found the message. I probably should have pulled up the old account to check the picture. And she says, no worry. I just like chatting with people. But God knows, might have decided that we needed to know each other. That's what this girl tells me. I said, absolutely. I love your attitude. She said, thanks. I said, I love making new friends. And some of my best friend I met online over the years. This may be meant to be. I just met a new friend and I had a really good conversation with her. How many of you guys are doing that on a daily basis? You never know. And I promise you, yeah.
Okay, so can I just say something really quick?
100%.
So when I was first started, and I didn't really, because I never used to do like the adding friends thing, because I was always so skeeved out by people adding me that I didn't know. So when I started doing this, I typed in my own name. This is before I was married, so Brittany Marino. So, and I was adding people with the same name as me. And come to find out, I added a girl in Florida who is actually related to me on my dad's side.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
Cool. I had a girl on my she's on my team now too. And actually I thought she was like scamming the system because she would sign everybody with the name Jessica Powers. Okay, Jessica, I don't know if Jessica's on right now, but she's on my team now too. But she would be signing like promoters and customers with the same name, and she was doing that. She was adding people. And ironically enough, I added a girl that has my exact maiden name, Amanda Jean Smith. And I just did that a couple months ago, and her and I became friends because she made a post in the bariatric page. And I was like, oh my God, we have the exact same name. We have to be friends. You guys, people like that. People love it. They eat it up. They're like, oh my God, it's like having somebody with the same birthday. Oh my God, you're my birthday twin. Oh my God, you're my name twin. It's fun stuff. And it is. It gives you a reason to talk to people. And also just friending people that are the same name. Last name, I mean. They always think they're related and they don't want to decline. That's true, except for when my last name was Smith, that wouldn't have worked. That would have been a lot. I'm dying laughing if you guys are reading the chat. I think you might, Amanda might be a little bit easier than Shaniqua. Did I say it right? I hope I said your name. And she said that might be a little, that won't happen. That's true. You probably won't have very many with the same name. Yay, I pronounced it right. So the 6 lists are things for me. My 6th list would be following up with 5 currently ordering customers, okay? And then following up with 5 people that are potentials, promoters, following up with 5 people that are potential customers. So 5 people that have ordered before, 5 people that have, you know, been interested in the business before, and 5 people that have, and then also I like to do check in on all my chats. So like team chats and team pages, like I like to make sure that we do that, because plugging in are like, it's such a crucial step, guys. It's such a crucial step. I did not, and I'm kind of regretting it. I have not, because we have people posting like activities and different like things now. I did not post the bingo sheets this week, and I think people noticed it. I think that people noticed that I didn't post the bingo sheets this week, because I thought that I was maybe overwhelming people, especially with us having all these Zooms. But what I realized is like, that's kind of like some people's 6 list. Even though I'm going to be honest with you, the stuff on the bingo sheets needs to be multiplied by like 7 or 8 if you really want to hit fast, like powerful. Like you want to pick a few of those things and like do like times 5 or something. Okay. And because now's going to be the time, and I'm going to be doing it too. My commit 30, I'm going to do for the month of March. Let me just turn my piece of paper, because I got to write this shit down. Let's think about it. Let's make a commit 30 together. Commit 30. Let's talk action steps. What can we do on a daily basis? Add 10 friends. Okay. That's on Facebook. Follow 100 friends on Instagram daily. 100 Instagram. Some of you guys don't want to do this. You don't have to. I'm just telling you what my list is so that you can create your own list, okay? Post to stories, Facebook and Instagram. And I am going to commit to, you ready for this? 10 a day. You don't have to, but I'm going to commit to 10 a day. That 10 might be a story that I'm doing in there. So basically I'm being more intentional. Like you ever see Kaylee Kroops Unfolds, where it's like telling a story. There'll be 5 or 6 of them, right? So that would count for 6, right? That would count for 6 if there were 5 slides in that. And then maybe I have my morning capsules. Maybe I have something before bed. Maybe I have a TikTok in there. Maybe I have me cooking food. But I'm going to aim for 10 a day minimum. And I'm just going to post to Instagram. I'm going to save it. I'm going to post to Facebook. Okay? Some of you guys can share it. I can't share mine directly, but because mine's hooked as a business account. I'm doing this. Look, I'm writing my list. You guys, right? I'm going to follow up. $10 a day. 10 a day. That's going to suck. I hate follow up. It's like my number one thing I hate. Maybe I should decrease it to 5 a day for follow up. I think Tracy's shaking her head no. Emily's shaking their head no. Okay, bitches. It's down. I'm down. Okay, 10 a day. Follow up. These are going to be potentials. Write this down. Potential customers. And listen, if you don't have 10, that's okay. You're going to be a mission of trying to find 10 people to be interested a day. All right. So you're going to do polls. You're going to do all these different things. So I'm going to do 10 potential customers, 10 a day. It's going to be potential customers, potential promoters, and previous ordering customers. Okay. So those are the kind of people that I'm going to follow up with. And I'll type this out. I'm not typing it out tonight, but I'll type out what my list is going to be, just so those of you guys that aren't writing it down do it, right? Interaction. Oh my God. Interaction. I was getting ready to go to something else. Interaction is going to be multiple times a day. It's not going to be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I'm going to do 10 a.m., 10 in the a.m., 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the evening. I'm just going to spread 10 3 times a day. 10, like, meaning I'm going to intentionally comment and interact on people's posts. So 10 times 3. I'm going to do birthdays every day because I've slacked. And by birthdays every day, I'm going to tell you it's personal message. Personal message. And I don't give a shit if it's just, hey, I hope you have an amazing birthday. That's cool. Because you're still going to stick out more than people writing on people's timelines. Okay. Oh, what else do we need to do? We need to commit 30 to something else. Oh, I'm going to drink my water every day. I'm only going to do 48 ounces though, because I think that if I complete 48, then I'm going to feel that momentum and I can increase it as I go. So I'm going to commit to 48 ounces of water a day. You guys, this is important. And if you commit to 48 ounces a day, guess what? You're going to draw people in on your journey. Just like I started the Couch to 5K, guess what? I drew Tracy in. And now she's doing it too, right? So water, 48 ounces. Exercise. I'm committing to 30 minutes a day. And listen, yours might be different than mine. 30 minutes a day. However, I'm going to run a 5K in April. I forget what the date is. So anyways, I'm going to do a 5K 3 times a week also. 5K 3 times a week in the month of March, and increasing my distance and endurance. Right? So you guys might not have that, but that's a very important one to me. Oh, I'm going to do balance. I'm going to do a balance challenge. I forgot to tell you guys that. I'm going to do 30 days of balance. I'm going to take my before pictures, and then I'm going to take my after pictures and see what, I don't know how my pictures are going to turn out, just because I've had like major snacks. But I did a sculpt challenge that I totally failed at this month. I did. I failed at it. So I'm going to do a balance challenge to help with my regularity and bloat. Balance challenge. Anybody else want to do a balance challenge with me? You'll get people paying attention to what you're doing if you get a balance challenge going on and you stick to it. I promise. Showing my pills every time I go to bed, it's going to eventually make people like, what the fuck are you doing, Amanda? Especially because I'm working so hard on my diet that the scale actually is going to be moving. See, I'm projecting that to come true. So I hope that you guys will too. Like, seriously, like, work on that. So balance challenge. What else am I forgetting? Instagram stories, Instagram. I'm not big on, I really think that it doesn't matter how often you post on Instagram now. It's more spending time interacting there too. So when I said interacting, that's going to be interacting on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm going to do it 3 times a day. I'm going to be like intentional with that. Interacting on stories, I think honestly should be more often than that. I've been doing rest and balance at night. Yeah, absolutely. Cindy, what I would do, scared to do a challenge when I have a week shop. So what I would do is I would maybe have people signing up to do a challenge with you. Like you could say, because you don't necessarily have to be doing it when they do it, but you could say, I'm going to be doing this challenge on X, Y, and Z day because I have this surgery coming up and da, da, da. If you are wanting to do this with me, let's, who would be interested, or, whatever, following up with some people that have maybe done it before, like used balance before, asking them if they want to get on it. Maybe you decide to leverage something as a prize, for a balance challenge. Maybe that's what I think I'm going to do. And I actually got that idea from Rain. I don't know if you guys had seen her post or not, but incredible. Like you guys, I shared it the other day. They get like John Curtis, who's number 2 right now on that leaderboard. That's Keisha. So she talks to everybody on the phone, but they do it all through referrals. Like it's all through referrals. And then they find out what the person's wanting to get, and then they sign them up for that. But the big things are balance and Black Label, balance and lifestyle mix, balance and capsules as well. And there's like another mixture. I'm wanting to say it's like lifestyle mix and no, it's not the capsules. The capsules aren't any of those because they can't do shellfish. So that's why that is. But anyways, there's a whole bunch of different combinations you could come up with to help people with those things. B&B, balance and burn. Yes, that's another one. Balance and burn. That was another one that was like big. So anyways, I'm going to commit my 30. This is going to be kind of like my daily list that I'm going to commit to. And then I'm not going to allow myself to go to bed until I've completed it. Right. So I still want to complete other things. But so what would be my first thing that I should probably complete on this list? It's not going to be, but ideally you want to get rid of the thing that you want to do the least first. I'm not doing follow-ups in the morning because I'm a hateful person in the morning. I hate people in the morning. Like it's when my husband and I probably get into the most arguments in the morning, because if you wake me up wrong, it's just not pretty. So I shouldn't talk to people. I should wait to talk to people either before I go to bed or midday when I've got like my groove, or right after I got done working out. That's the best time for me to follow up. Honestly, it's the best time to follow up. So, let's see what else we got. Can anybody think of any other things, daily activities that would be like must do right now? Oh, and I'm not going to tell you I'm going to post like 20 times a day or anything like that, but I am going to tell you I'm going to be consistent. I know the other night that Michaela posted that she does a product post daily, an opportunity post daily, an interactive post daily, and an inspirational post daily. And listen, guys, if you stick to that rule, which ultimately I still think that I do all of those things on a daily in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes it might not be inspiration. Sometimes it might be, for example, where's my post I just made? Yesterday, I did one about the coronavirus. Today, I shared this sappy video that made me want to cry. Of this motherhood and one thing, you got to go watch it. It'll make you bawl your eyes out, right? So like I'm getting major interaction on that. I'm getting major shares on that. I don't normally let people post on my wall, but promotions, I'm definitely allowing some of them, not a whole bunch right now, but I'm allowing some promotions to be on my timeline right now too, instead of just me. And then look at this. This is a gold mine, guys. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That's a friend of mine posting throwback pictures from 20 years ago. So if you want some entertainment to see what Amanda looked like 20 plus years ago, go check out those pictures. You'll laugh your ass off because I am most certainly shit-faced in most of them. And then Summer Lovin'. I always want to sing that song. I see the re-rank, so she was one of the ones. Haley's VIP 800. You guys, we have people coming in promoting. We have people re-ranking. I put my Thrive Run. This shows my endurance, my health. I'm just showing you these type of things this was me telling the story about yesterday. And you guys, I've got some pretty good interaction on that post. There's like 75 likes and comments, right? It's just a good selfie. Another re-rank 11 hours ago from Miss Kayla. And my pouch reset, and me talking about taking my vitamins and doing this protein and eating this crap, and people eat it up, guys. Like, I got a lot of comments and a lot of interaction. So I posted some inspiring stuff. I didn't post about the opportunity today, but I did post about self-care in my stories, relaxing, taking a bubble bath, asking people if they'd, ever felt this. But here's the thing, even though I didn't post about my business today in my stories, or on my personal Facebook, I still went through and I interacted on last year when I was on a getaway. And it brought it back up into a lot of people that liked and commented on those posts last year as well. So that was pretty cool, because I saw other people liked it and so forth today. So anyways, let's hit it hard. The next 30 days, or the next 2 days, we're going to do some power hours tomorrow, because tomorrow's the 28th. We have the 28th and the 29th to finish the month strong. And then we have March 1st. And it is, guys, it's going to be an incredible time. Like, I don't know what's coming. I just know that the next couple months will be busy. They will be nonstop. You will notice that people are not in chats quite as much as they are signing up people. There's like coming and going. You're not going to see as many people in, like I said, busy chatting. They might come in and ask questions, welcome people, so forth. But you're going to see more action happening, more people shouting out people, more customers being signed. I'm seeing people's PV and like their PPA skyrocketing right now. It's pretty damn inspiring. It's pretty inspiring. So any last questions or anything like that? Yes, Thriving for Free. Everybody should be trying to get their Thriving for Free.
Amanda, I have a question for you.
And congratulations, Emily. I just seen you say that you are not you're not at the end of the month. You're Thriving for Free going in. And you guys, I'm going to tell you this. Emily shows up all the time. And she was at the end of December on that post when I said, what are you shooting for today? She was trying to thrive for free. Okay. Same thing in January. She was aiming to thrive for free. And guess what, guys? Now she is thriving for free. And that is consistency. So what's up, babe?
Okay. So sorry. I have a customer right now that is, she's my new one. She's one of the reasons I'm thriving for free. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to sound like a bitch, but she is the biggest pain in my ass ever. Like, she gets on the website and she's totally lost. Like, she didn't go for the BOGO deal yesterday because she couldn't figure it out. But she insisted on changing her password after she had me create, I think, her third customer account for her. So if I'm about to lose like a sale with somebody because they can't operate the website, do I just let it go, or do I need to because I was so freaking busy. I worked like 14 hours yesterday. Does that make sense? I'm going to shut up.
Oh my God. That sounds like a pain in the butt customer. So those kind of people, I normally see if they'll let me just do it for them. As long as I have their permission, I have no problem taking care of their business for them, because I'll just be honest, some people are not the brightest. So in the future, what I would do, you're going to save a hell of a lot more time and less headache. If she can't figure out how to work the site, just go ahead and do it for her. Just go ahead and do it for her if she'll let you. And sometimes I tell those people to get a prepaid card or something so that they don't feel like weird about giving me their number, or I like to get on the phone with them for them to tell me their numbers and stuff. So it's not like in Messenger or anything like that, or you can call them in Messenger and get all their information and so forth. So that's what I would do. I'm going to stop the recording, but if anybody has any questions or needs any help, just now's your time. Like, unmute yourself and ask.